I never in my wildest dream thought I would be in the orchard business. I worked on an orchard when I was in high school in Southern Illinois, but never dreamed of owning one or running one or what we have here. And from where we started to where we are now, had no idea of that or what we were going to wind up doing. It's just a work in progress. Now we have 2 grandsons, and they're here full time. And I am trying to teach them what I've learned over 47 years and in a hurry-up education program.
I started 6, 7, 8 years old selling, going to farmer's market with my other grandfather, selling peaches out of the back of a truck. And then it's all just kind of rolled uphill from there. I've heard him say multiple times, if it was easy, everybody'd do it. I like working. I really enjoy working. I'm not much up for sitting on the couch and watching TV. The work still has to be done. It doesn't do itself.
It's hard work. These grandsons are learning that. But the rewards are there. The risks are there, but the rewards are there. We have always tried to push that. Homegrown was better. It has kind of caught on of late as the cost of freight has gone so high with all the trucks up and down the road and putting $4 fuel in that. The idea of buying locally, homegrown, has caught on and is more popular now with the public than it ever has been. We grow all of our apples and peaches. We buy tomatoes and vegetables from other Kentucky growers, but it is all Kentucky grown.
I hope we're moving away from the mindset that I can get whatever I want, whenever I want at the grocery store. I can go get a peach in December at the grocery store. That's fine, but I think it's extremely important for us, and especially our young children, to understand where food comes from.
We're trying to make this a family friendly farm where Dad and Mom and all the kids will come and all of them will have a good time. We have customers that come in the spring for flowers, and then some of those we don't see again. We have some of them that come back in peach season. We have an awfully lot of peach customers that have been with us for 45, 6, 7, 8 years. The peach customers are really loyal. And then apples, you get another kind of set of customers. So every season, every fruit has its following. We hope that we have provided a service to this community. We hope the fresh fruit, peaches that can't be matched, they just can't. He picks them tree ripe every day. They're juicy ripe. The riper they get on the tree, the better juice they have, the better flavor they have.
We care about the customers. We care about the health of those customers. And at no point is that going to change.
So we hope that we're providing a very healthful service to the South Central Kentucky, and we're glad to be a part of that.
We couldn't do this now, what they have done. It's inspirational. I want to be a part of this. I want to keep this going. I want to continue to make Jackson's Orchard as great as it can be. Myself, my brother, and my aunt in particular, with his guidance, we can do it.
I'll never retire. I don't want to. I want to turn it over to these 2 guys and step aside and watch them. I'm probably going to have to watch them make some mistakes, but that's the way they'll learn. But I hope the future is very bright. I hope we'll be here for a long time, Jackson's Orchard.
When I think of CEBS and the future, I think what we've got to do is prepare students for careers that are probably not in existence today. That's where the idea of being able to think critically, to solve problems, becomes an essential component of our program. When one really thinks about career opportunities down the road, so many of them are unknown. And we've got to prepare individuals to move in that particular direction.
I think WKU is the best place to help me because it's a very conducive learning environment. The professors are extremely helpful. Everybody is here to see you succeed to your highest abilities.
Programs at WKU really involve students in the learning experiences associated with that particular degree program. When we look at teacher education, our students are going to be spending more hours out in the schools. They will also have instructors who have a considerable amount of experience in the field in which they're going into.
From your first semester in the program, you're going to be in a classroom hands-on with students, and that's not something that every other program can say. I've already had the experience of teaching on my own and having professors observe me and getting to work hand in hand with students so that when I actually go into my real classroom, I can look back on that practice and know that I'll be prepared.
We are beginning to think about some things that may totally change the model by which we are delivering instruction.
The purpose of the International Student Teaching Program is to be able to teach to diversity. We're trying to prepare teachers who can not just teach the students who have been here and lived in Bowling Green all their lives, but those who have come here from across the world. I actually did a study about 3 years ago of employment statistics, and at that time here at WKU we had about a 56% employment rate, so we were about 3 times the national average. Of those who participated in an international student teaching segment, we had 100% employment rates.
If an individual is thinking about going into psychology, where students are garnering internal grants through the university to help them begin a research project in cooperation with some of their faculty members.
I think that the professors in WKU Psychology Department make it stand out more than other universities. The professors that I have had so far have been tremendously helpful, and I think that's a big difference from other universities.
Psychology is a liberal arts program. Those individuals are prepared to think critically. They are going to be prime candidates for many fields, career-wise, that might be outside psychology. When I look at military science and leadership, we are preparing individuals to be leaders in the U.S. Army. They have a lot of real-world experiences in preparation for becoming a second lieutenant upon graduation from WKU. And the folks who have left WKU as a second lieutenant have done a phenomenal job in not only leading within their battalion, brigade, but being leaders in the U.S. Army.
I've come to love WKU more than I love even my hometown. There's a really authentic community here, and the people that are on this campus genuinely care about the others, and we want to succeed.
I'm Xavier Boyd from St. Petersburg, Florida, and I play linebacker.
I'm Barry Boyd from St. Petersburg, Florida, and I play defensive end.
I picked it up from my older cousins playing in the neighborhood. Picked up a scholarship on the same day. I mean, they wanted to both give us a scholarship for to go to WKU, and that's how it happened. So when the kid asked me what I play in football, he's like, "Do you run the ball?" Like, no, I'm the guy that stops the guy that runs the ball. He was like, "Oh, so you tackle him."
Stop the run, rush the passer, basically. I gotta stop him from throwing the ball and gotta stop him from running the ball. Gotta make it as easy as possible.
And it's an amazing experience. And I mean, one advantage is you can say, I play football with my brother. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people can say that. And to play in these big games and have one of your relatives play with you, and that's I can't really explain it. It's just it's fun.
I mean, we'll play the same because it's still football and that's what we like to do, but I mean, I feel like we compete with each other sometimes, so it'll probably be a little bit different.
Even when our parents are not here, the family not around, he's always gonna be here with me. So, I mean, that's been real good. And when I need somebody to talk to or whatnot, he's right there.
And with my teammates, you know, it's just a different atmosphere to share the same thing with somebody, like a whole bunch of people at the same time, and like, I don't know, it's just a different feeling.
I mean, it's really easy to block it out because you got to pay attention to the game. So you locked in on the game, and the people really don't affect you until you actually, like, the play stops, and then you got to get a new play. That's the only time the crowd really affect you.
And the only time they really do affect you is when you get in the call. Like, if it make it real hard. Like, you got to know the signals when it's a lot of people. Because if you don't get that call, then you just lost out there. But like, other than that, it's rather easy to block them out. Actually, you got to pay attention to the other team.
My goals is to finish top in the nation in at least 2 categories. Take my team to a big bowl game and win Sun Belt championship.
My goals are to get better every game, never stay complacent. Cause I want to advance, you know. I actually want to be nationally ranked, but I got to step it up a little bit.
My name is Lamar Thomas, and I coach the wide receivers. I went to the University of Miami where I ended up being the leading receiver in school history. So I know a little bit about the game, and we were very successful there. And then I went on to play in the NFL for 8 years. The facilities here at Western Kentucky are great. I came here from Hampton University, didn't know what really to expect. I kind of saw it online when Coach Petrino called me about the job. And when I got here, I was just floored. You can't ask for better facilities as coaches, as players, and I tell some of the players, hey, look around. This is awesome. This is what you see in a big-time program. Embrace it, enjoy it, respect it. My wide receivers group is a pretty young group, and it makes for some pretty interesting days sometimes. You got a bunch of freshmen mixed in with a couple of sophomores, and they're very young. And sometimes we have a good time. But sometimes, as them being young, we have to really bear down and teach because they are young, and the majority of them were in high school last year and getting catered to, and this is college. We have to bear down and really get the teaching down, and for me personally, the mentorship down. But they're getting better every day, and to me, that's the most important thing. You can see that in time, it'll be a great group of receivers, probably the best group in West Kentucky history, because they can do so many different things. There's speed, there's size, there's toughness, great athletes, and we're excited about all 5 of them. The 2 that probably played the most, Nicholas Norris and Taywan Taylor, they've been kind of thrusted into the fire, and they've done a good job. You know, you got to always remember that they are true freshmen, and each level you go up to, the game is going to continue to get much faster. And they're very eager in learning every day, and we'll see as the season continues to grow, we'll see Aaron Jackson and Cam Lewis get their shot, and you know, at some point during the season, you'll see all 4 of them in the game together. We're really excited about that. It's going to be a new dimension added with those older guys. It's going to be a great opportunity for each and every one of them to make plays here at West Kentucky. Obviously, I want to see them catch touchdown passes, but at the end of the day, if they can become better men, then I think I've done my job. And I think that it'll go hand in hand. You'll be a better man and you'll be a better football player. You know, for freshmen, it's kind of hard for them to see it, but as the year goes on, they'll start to pick it up, because I was the same way. When you're a freshman, you don't look too much down the line. You kind of look at today. But, you know, what I try to help them with is them looking down the line and just becoming better people. That's what I try to make sure they understand. You know, as a coach, we can draw up the X's and O's, but the execution is on you. And I think they're learning that, and they're really embracing that. So it's going to be interesting to see. I hope this group is a more consistent group, continuing to learn every day, to get better every day as they walk off the practice field. At the end of the season, I want them to say, hey, coach, you know what? We got better as a group. I can say this, those 5 guys, they're going to make it very interesting around here. I think that here in West Kentucky, you're going to see a lot of great days to come from those freshman wide receivers and the group in general. It's been great so far, and it's going to continue to get greater. It's showtime, baby.